Hello, my name is Maurice Hickey, and I'm here today to talk briefly about my 3 top tips for self-healing. And this is based on the work I've done on myself and with clients. I've been a clinical hypnotherapist for the last 17 years, and I'm also a master energy healer. So the first thing I want to talk about today is to get the show on the road. You really need to set your intention that you are going to heal yourself. And one of the best ways to do that is to write it down as a goal. And it can be useful to answer this question: how will I know when my health is improving? And you can look at your health on a physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual level, or all of those things: physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. And answer the question: how will I know when any of those aspects have already improved, and is what I'm doing working? The second thing I want to talk about today is the importance of actually making a start. So once you've set your intention and written down your goal, you need to make a start in some way, shape or form, because otherwise it just remains aspirational. It's just an idea that you have. It's like a wish. So one of the ways that can really help to improve your ability to heal yourself is by taking the focus of negative thoughts and changing it instead to focusing on positive thoughts, because the bottom line is whatever we focus on expands. So if we focus on positive aspects of our lives, those positive aspects expand. And if we focus on negative aspects, the negative aspects expand. So one of the really useful and simple ways to do this, to increasingly shift your focus away from negative thoughts and negative ideas to more positive aspects of your life, is to start using a gratitude journal. And research has shown the most useful time of the day to do this is last thing at night. So just before you go to sleep, get out your pen and your gratitude journal and write down at least 5 good things that have happened to you during the day that you're grateful for. And this puts you in a positive frame of mind just before you go to sleep, and it helps things along. The third thing I want to talk about is the importance of establishing a daily mindfulness practice. And this can be a very, very simple thing. It can be very easy. It can be as simple as just sitting down, switching off your phone and setting aside 5 to 10 minutes to just sit and become quiet and allow yourself to become quiet inside. And then just focus on the breath and just notice your breath coming in and going out. And it can help to listen to the sound of your breath, to listen to the sound of your own breathing. And your mind will naturally wander, and that's going to happen. And when it does, just gently bring your focus back to the sound of your breathing. And if you want to expand this practice, you can then use what's called the body scan, which is basically starting at the feet and noticing what's happening with the feet, and then working your way up through the body. So these are the 3 top tips that I would suggest to help you start on the road to your own self-healing. And you have the power within you to heal yourself, and only you can tap into that power. Now, I've talked about these things very briefly today. I talk about them in more detail in my book, which is called How to Love Yourself in Less Than 50 Years. And this is what it looks like. And just to recap then, the 3 things I've mentioned here today are: number 1, to set your intention and write down your goal of wanting to improve your health on a physical, emotional, mental and spiritual level. Number 2, to make a start by starting to use a gratitude journal, especially last thing at night. And the third thing is to establish a daily, very simple mindfulness practice, or a practice of just watching your breath. And what all these things do is prime your subconscious mind to start you on a different road and to trigger your own self-healing mechanisms which are within you. Thank you very much for your attention.